Alright, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to Heroes of the Storm. This time we're going to be doing character breakdown part 3. I'm going to be covering a couple of the characters that were kind of out of rotation these past couple weeks. The first one I want to cover is kind of like old. He's actually the first character I ever played outside of Raynor when I was in the open beta, air quotes, for like a couple weeks. And that's Brightwing. Brightwing isn't for me. I might have to go revisit him eventually. When he comes up in rotation again, I'll play him again. I probably will do that. But the one game I played with him, I mean, how can you gather enough data for a character to know how to play him and play with him with one game under your belt? It's just, I need to go play him again, but he just isn't for me for what I played of him. He's a great support healer, and his ability to polymorph can get you out of like situations that you would normally die in. And it comes in handier than you realize, than is expected. But outside of that, he really has no, I want to say like real ability and mobility, because if you're alone with basically anybody, you can probably live, but you will be severely injured. Like, if you're faced up against an Illidan, you're gonna die. If you're faced up against, I don't know, any powerhouse character like a Sylvanas or something, you're probably gonna die. He needs support to actually like do well, which is obviously why he's a support character. Next up is Zagara. As I've said before, I fucking love playing as Zagara. She's amazing. Her kind of lack of mobility kind of hurts, but she does have creep, which actually really helps. It comes in handier than you'd think, just farting on the lane. And she doesn't really have any mobility, like any mobility enhancing moves outside of creep. But her range and I guess the output that she can do more than makes up for her lack of mobility. Next up is Tassadara. He is fucking hard to play. Oh my god. I do not like Tassadara. Yeah, he can shield everybody, and he doesn't really have any mobility for one. He's just, all he does is really just shield people and smack people around. That's all he does. He doesn't really have any redeeming qualities from him, I feel. Shields is nice, I guess, but usually the shields are just going to get burned through anyway. So Tassadara is kind of useless in that aspect. He delays the inevitable is what I've found him to do. As much as I like him, his heroic, the Archon thing, where he becomes giant and crap, it's really like the only redeeming quality about him. His ability to go invisible and turn invincible for a little bit is nice, but it doesn't really make up for the fact that he doesn't really heal anybody. He just shields them. As I said, he's just delaying the inevitable. After Tassadara, I played Diablo. Diablo is relatively powerful, but he's kind of slow. He doesn't really do much of anything. I found him a little hard to play for some reason. He's actually really aggressive, and I want to say kind of mana intensive, but he isn't. I don't know how else to say it. He runs out of the things he needs to do stuff in pretty quickly, but his stun can just get fucking annoying as balls. Overpower can get a little annoying when you're playing as him, and it doesn't really do anything, I've found. Outside of his stun, I mean, there's really no redeeming quality about him. Sure, he can be like really powerful, but he needs support to be really good. He needs to be with someone who can complement his stun ability, someone who can just like take advantage of the fact that he has like a 3-second stun. Someone like Vala or Sylvanas even. Just someone who can like deal the damage that Diablo can't when the person is stunned. That's what I feel he needs to do. Next up, and probably the last one for this video, is ETC, Elite Tauren Chief, which I recently found out what it meant because I had to fucking look it up because I'm dumb. His default moveset is a little weak, to say the least, at least early game. Mid-late game, he's fucking amazing. Power Slide is really enjoyable and fun to use, but outside of like getting in and out of situations, it doesn't really do much of anything. Outside of, I don't know, really. It's been a while since I played ETC, and I kind of forgot what he does. I was having a lot of fun with him when I was playing him. Guitar solo is, I wish it healed for a little bit more. That's my only complaint with him. Mosh Pit is a nice stun, but it kind of needs more backup to capitalize off of it. Because Mosh Pit, I think you can just like stun him for literally, I think you can do it forever. And with someone there to capitalize off it, because while you're doing Mosh Pit, you can't really do anything else because you're doing Mosh Pit. In order to actually do well with ETC, you need to stun the person, and you need someone else to capitalize off of the stun, as like with Diablo. You need someone to capitalize off of the stun. Someone, I don't know, someone like Vala or Sylvanas, or I don't know, literally anybody. Except, you know, maybe, probably not Gazlo. Yeah, oh. Anyways, that's going to be the end of this video. So hope you guys enjoyed. I will see you guys later.